Hey guys, welcome back to the Small Time Critics podcast. I'm one third of the Small Time Critics. My name is Mo.
And I'm Hashi.
And Hashi, this has been like the year of collabs, you know.
Yeah, it has been, bro.
We've done quite a few collabs. I appreciate everybody that's jumped on the podcast. Like, everyone's been great.
We're just on a mad run, bro.
It's a mad run. It's great.
Top quality guests.
It's been amazing. And today is no different.
No different.
You know what I mean?
At all.
From the Brothers Geek Out podcast, we have Kibbs and G-Man in the building. Let's go.
Thank you for having us on, honestly.
Aye,
Thank you
guys,
for having us on.
Appreciate you lot being here, man. Thank you so much. And yeah, as you lot can see from the title of the video, we are doing the Supacell review, which is directed, and it's written by him, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Directed and written by Rapman. Rapman is mainly known for the, what's it called? The thing on YouTube that he did, like the musical kind of thing. That series that he did. Do you remember it?
Right, yeah.
It's like the three-parter thing.
Yes.
I forgot the name of it. It went like, it was big in the UK.
It was massive.
At the time,
it was
yeah.
massive. Oh,
But
Also, Blue Story.
yeah, Blue Story as well. Yes.
His story as well,
Yes.
yeah. And now he's kind of gone Netflix route.
Yep.
Got his own show, which is amazing. But yeah, we're here for that. But what you lot saying? Everybody, you know, we're watching Euros and stuff.
So you guys are football guys.
No football guys?
Hey, listen,
No.
We watch the games,
bro, we had
No,
a heated discussion with Dan
Yeah,
before we started recording.
Cool.
about
I
it.
missed that.
You missed that. Yeah.
Alright, cool. Before we get into that, guys, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when the videos are coming out. And these lads, the Bros Geek Out podcast, their socials will be down in the description below. So go follow up. They've got amazing content. Go check it out.
Thank you.
Cool. Who wants to start?
Listen,
I think there's gonna be a lot to say. Do you wanna go first?
let's start with our guest, man.
Conversation,
Kibbs and
right?
G, man. Let's go, man.
Gibbs, you go ahead.
Yeah, no, listen, I am a comic book geek.
Yeah.
So we've been oversaturated with a lot of American stuff recently.
Yeah.
So to see something like this come out, which is based in London, is just close to home.
Yeah.
It fitted really well.
Yeah.
So I just had that grounded feeling with it.
Yeah.
I felt like the show had a better pacing than some of the Marvel shows we've got.
Yeah.
We connected with the characters much better because they're showing their everyday struggles.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I genuinely enjoyed it. It was a good, just kind of, I can't put a specific word to it, but because of like growing up with X-Men
Yeah.
and the comic books and the way they pace their stories in that, so like, you know, half an hour would be like 6 issues.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just for, you know, like
It's
a battle
true,
scene
yeah,
that
yeah,
would happen.
Yeah.
So I felt like Ratman brought that element of comic book
Yeah.
in those moments
Yeah.
where he paced it. There is a little bit of, a lot of people didn't get to shine, but I love the way they did the powers.
Yeah.
I think
Like
for
how you would
me
react.
the pacing was like the Netflix Defenders shows, you know, Daredevil. Like
Yes.
I feel like it was like that. So when you talk about the Marvel pacing, I think you're talking more about.
I'm talking about
the
the
Disney Plus,
the Disney
new
Plus
stuff,
series,
new
yeah,
stuff,
that's right,
right?
yeah.
Which we
Yeah.
all feel is kind of. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like it was
Nah.
rushed.
Yes,
But
we
I feel
agree.
like
We agree.
when I done my review, I compared it to the Netflix Defenders levels
Yeah.
Yeah.
of pacing and anticipation and character building. Of course, they didn't really have a season each, but I feel like this season it kind of started off like that. That's how
Yeah.
I felt.
Even the fact that it was grounded, like you say, is more
Yeah.
like the Netflix kind of type of.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
closer to
definitely,
that than it is
yeah.
the Disney side
And with
of
the
it.
London thing, I agree, because I'm not gonna lie, I put it on because of that. Like I didn't know nothing about it,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Oh, it's a London show. It's relatable. Let me just pull it on."
Yeah.
And then immediately I was in after episode 1. I think episode 1's always key in some of these shows.
Yeah.
Like if I compare it to other shows, sometimes. Like Game of Thrones, for example, it took me 3 seasons, right? So you gotta be like
Brother.
these days.
Listen.
After I got in, I was in.
No, I'm telling you,
But-
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
But these days, like, there's so much. I'm like, if you don't capture me in episode 1,
Yeah.
there's a problem. And I feel like this one captured me with the London vibe, the relatability, but then I like the way they kind of like introduce the characters a little bit, and then by the end of it, like, you know what's happened. Like, you
Yeah.
know the end game is going to be that.
Yeah.
So how do they get to that point in 6 episodes?
Yeah. Actually.
For me, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like this show already had like a lot of good graces for me. Like seeing so much of Peckham, knowing Rapman so well and stuff like that, and all the stuff he's done beforehand. This show, it was like kind of like built for me to be able to like respond positively to the show, and bro, it did, man. I really, really enjoyed the show. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, we're gonna talk about some kind of specific kind of maybe nitpicks that we may have, but overall, like to see people that look like you on the screen, see places that I've been to like throughout my childhood and stuff like that on the screen, it's fantastic to see, man. You know what I mean?
You were like Leo in Once Upon a Time.
Oh, 100%. Every time, bro. I've been there. You know what I mean?
I think I did that in one scene where they shot it down in Brimstone, which is quite close to where I
Yeah,
live.
yeah.
I think it was the range where we usually shot, and I was like telling my wife, I was like, "Oh, that's where we shot."
Yeah.
I love that kind of relatability.
Yeah. And also all the cameos, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There was a lot of cameos, you know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Like for example, I think
I'll be honest, there was one episode where the cameos took me out of the show a bit. Because I think they were in the club.
Yes.
And it's
That's
just
the
like
one,
person
yeah.
after person. I was just like, wait, I need to follow the story. I'm like, hold on a
It's
second.
not looking
Like,
good, bruv.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not looking good.
Bro! Do you know
I have
on
a
Twitter?
Panther
Oh man, oh bro, on Twitter I think that turned a lot of people off because that clip was going around a lot.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was.
it was.
I was like, what you not doing, bruv? Whatever. I don't even think he said bruv, but I'm just associating that word with him all the time now. But like, I think that took people out of the show. But I'm just like,
Obviously Castillo's the main thing. Like,
yeah, but he did okay though. He did okay.
he did okay, but I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, my sister's like, nah, this is too much. Like, this is it's gone too far. Castillo's
so?
gone too far.
Yeah.
That's the last straw. Castillo's the last straw.
I thought it was alright, man. I thought it was cool, but in terms of the show as a whole, I thought it was fine. It was great. There obviously are gripes with the show. I feel like the end game of it, like the end of the season, they could have got there a bit quicker for me. I think that dragged slightly because it was kind of like they were. I think we're into spoilers anyway. We don't really do non-spoilers for shows, but yeah. But like, I feel like the what's the main character's name?
Tyron?
Michael.
No, sorry.
Michael.
Michael, yeah, it's
Yeah, Michael, yeah.
Yeah,
sorry.
Tyrone, that's crazy.
No, that's actual staging. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's actor's real name. Sorry.
That's what.
I think that's actor's real name. That's why.
Oh, is it? Okay,
Oh.
yeah. Michael, looking for them. I feel like it took too long, man. I feel like they only got together literally at the last
Yes.
episode.
Yes.
And like the last half of the episode.
So yeah, this is like, I love the show. My main gripe is the pacing. That's the
Yeah.
only gripe in terms of like the fact that the last episode was where, you know what I mean? Like,
but it's a
and it's setting it up for season 2 and stuff like that. I get it,
but this is the thing. It's a different type of issue with pacing. It's like pacing in terms of like I was never bored. So
Yeah,
the pacing
same,
was
yeah.
good in that sense. But pacing in terms of like the story moving along, that's where my issue was. Because it was just like he was looking for them for ages, and I was just like, come on, man, let's kind of.
No, thank you, but it's not pacing.
Yeah.
It's
I was
more-
never bored, though.
It's more
That's
the
what I
plot.
was
It's
saying.
more the
Yeah.
movement of
Yeah,
plot.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
right. Well, with that, see, I can, because I feel like I get to know the characters a little bit more and the
Yeah.
struggles they go through.
Yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah.
at the end of the day, I think the reason why I say it's grounded is they still got their everyday issues, man.
Yeah, they did.
And
yeah.
you know, you're learning that you've got these powers suddenly.
Yeah.
Like, so I enjoyed it. I kind of enjoyed it because of that.
I hear you.
Yeah.
Because
I
I,
was
felt like,
anticipated. I couldn't wait.
like I was like, oh, what would you do if you had those powers, bro?
Yeah.
How would you react?
Yeah.
How would your family react?
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, I got this thing and I don't know how to deal with it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, and just going back to like Marvel comic books, I mean, that's how Spider-Man was created.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like, we get a teenager
Yeah.
who's broke,
Yeah.
lives with his auntie, and he's got everyday struggles.
Yeah. The readers relate to that.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly,
And
yeah.
and this is like the perfect kind of example of what
Yeah.
he did
Yeah,
there.
and I think with these guys as well, like I don't know if it's a realism, but they were very selfish in the beginning. No, I don't think anyone was like, I'm
Yeah.
going to use these powers to help the world
Yeah.
or help people.
Mm.
Immediately, it was like their own selfish.
Their
desires
issues,
or
their
whatever.
problems, trying to solve
And
it.
especially the main guy,
Michael.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, he knew what he had to do, right?
Yeah.
Because he saw the vision or whatnot. So
Yeah.
I guess he was selfish because he knew what was going to happen.
Yeah, yeah.
But the rest of them were immediately like, I'm doing this for my own gain. and
Yeah,
whatnot.
yeah, yeah.
Even though if like, what was the father's name? The guy who had the single father, I forgot his name. Andre.
Yeah.
Right? Even though like you could see, like you could relate to him in a sense that he just wants to look after his kid. He's
Yeah.
broke. So he used his powers to, you know, like rob those drug dealers or
Yeah.
whatnot. Also, he's like, I like the way they kind of connected it because it wasn't like he was just gonna be a thief and whatever. He had issues with drugs.
Survival,
He was
innit?
trying to get those people away from his kids.
Yeah.
So if there's anyone he's gonna rob, it's not gonna be an innocent person. It's gonna be
Them.
Yeah.
the bad people. So,
Yeah.
so in a way, I felt like he was one of my favorite characters. 'Cause I'm like, there's a bit of vigilanteism
Yeah.
in him.
Yeah.
But the rest of them, I felt were like, at the moment, it's very selfish.
Yeah.
But this is where I feel like season 2, they're even gonna grow. Even the roadman.
Taser.
Yeah. So he, Taser. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like if anyone's gonna be selfish to gain, it was definitely gonna be him.
Yeah.
Right. But I feel like I'm looking forward to seeing a change in him. I feel like he's gonna be a good guy. Because I saw it in a little bit in the beginning
did.
when he let Michael go when they were going to rob him. It was like,
Yeah.
we're not here to like trouble. Like he let him go, and another case he was like, we don't want to trouble civilians. I'm like, there's some good in this guy. I like that, and I want to see
They're
that
trying to
build.
give him some kind of redeemable kind of
Yeah,
qualities.
that's what-
I think another little issue is, and it's not like crazy, but I thought maybe that powers are a bit too OP. Everyone had like a mad power where like, did they, you know what I mean? Did they like, do they actually need each other? You know what I'm saying? For example, like Michael, his power is mad. Like, does he really need to, you know what I mean?
He has like multiple powers, isn't
You know what I mean? He has
Yeah,
multiple
yeah,
different
yeah,
powers
yeah.
compared to others that only have like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The more of the singular kind of thing. So that was something I found a bit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do get what you're saying, but I think they made it a point to be like, which we're not understanding their powers yet. It's like it turns off sometimes. Sometimes
Yeah.
they can't use it as well, and it's
Yeah.
like, when does that happen? Why does that happen? And stuff like, which we don't know yet.
Yep.
Hopefully in season 2 that happens. My other thing is though, yeah, guys, one of my gripes is, you know, South London is huge. It is huge. South London.
I know what you're gonna say. I know what you're gonna say. I know what you're gonna say.
Somehow these lot were always in the same spot at the same time.
In the same hospital.
I
You
was
know?
just like, what's going on here? Like, this doesn't make any sense. But you know what I mean? Like,
I'm
for
not
the
like
story,
the fact, for example,
I might allow it.
the one in the hospital, I thought, all right, if they bump into each other, like, please don't bump into each other. And I was like, thankfully they didn't.
No,
But-
yeah.
You know what I mean? But maybe Ratman was trying to show that, like, obviously, like, he's trying to like, maybe like give it like a story wise to try and see, all right, they can connect in this kind of way, stuff like that. So making it kind of more plausible.
Yeah.
So, but I do get the issue because, bro, South is
Massive.
Well, London's big. Like, London, UK is big. Like,
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people. I mean, I did like the mutation of sickle cell, and they kind of use that. Right?
Yes.
So I'm sure there's a lot of people in the world that has this mutation. So I
Yeah.
wonder, like, would it grow? I mean, I guess it depends how big the show grows.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
would he try to grow it globally, or will
Yeah.
it just be
Yeah.
South London? But I
Yeah.
feel
By the
like.
way, it did make me laugh because my mom, like, as soon as she said, okay, so the black people have the only issue, you know what I mean, of sickle cell, you know what I mean?
It's mainly black people.
Yeah, I know, she's saying it had to be sickle cell. I said, like, let's give it a chance.
No,
innit? But
I
then-
like that because a lot of people don't know anything about sickle cell.
That's right. Yeah.
Yes.
And you never
Yeah.
see
So-
anything about sickle cell.
So
That's
it
true.
was a great learning. It was it's actually a great learning tool,
Yeah.
innit? But my mom was like, oh yeah, the black people, they're ill because of sickle cell, you know what I mean? They couldn't have any other, you know what I mean, kind of
Your
thing.
mom's an
And
activist.
she's activist. And I was like, no, chill. I was like, mom, chill. You know what I mean?
I
And
think it's
the
good
fact
awareness.
that he set it up and then he paid it off.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
By
yeah.
making it a main part of the reason why, you know what I mean, the characters have these powers, I thought it was very cool. I've got to shout out Ratman though, man.
Yeah.
The brother can direct actors, man.
Yes.
Like he got some great performances out of this guy.
So
Like,
good.
and like to be fair, like a lot of the actors are unknowns. Obviously, I've seen Michael before. Rodney's seen before and stuff like that. I've seen Andre before, of course.
Yeah.
Obviously,
yeah.
Gets is on it.
Gets as well.
Yeah.
By the way,
What do we think
Adam
about Gets?
Deacon.
Let's talk about Gets quickly. What do you think about Gets?
Bro,
Let's be honest.
listen, I
What do you
wasn't,
think
bro. I wasn't mad because like you have to remember, man. Like, has he had any kind of?
I don't
like,
think so.
He's
I
not.
was cool with
He's
him
not.
the whole time. I think just at the end, it turned into a bit cartoonish. Just a little bit. Just a tad.
Yeah, I see
Just a
what you mean,
smidge
I can see it.
cartoonish. But overall, I thought this guy's despicable.
Yeah.
And he did his role well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, my missus was pointing out stuff. She was just like, yeah, he's gonna have the power before it even happens. She's like, the lady that has the sickle cell clinic.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's like, she's gonna be the big boss. I was like,
Yeah.
how you know all of this stuff? Like, what's going on here? But then, yeah, it worked out the way it did, didn't it? So, you know.
But yeah, man, like Ratman, I just got to shout because, like, again, like he's got a proven track record of like really having some great visuals.
Yes,
and all the stuff he's done. 'Cause
definitely.
some great visuals, some great action set pieces in this as well, man.
Definitely, really good.
You know what I'm saying?
Very good.
And
Very good.
also the CGI looked very good.
Clean, bro.
It looked very,
Clean.
very good,
I
man.
thought
There was
that
not a
too.
time where I thought this looks a bit hokey. This looks a bit, you know what I mean? Everything looked polished. Everything
Polished
looked
nicely.
clean, bro. I was again, like overall, like I'm just any kind of like things I'm pointing out. I just mere nitpicks, really, man.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's true.
Good show, man.
I
Honestly.
agree. I thought it was gonna, not to judge, but I thought it was gonna be cheesy. I
Yes.
put it on. I was like, I bet you the CGI and the
Yeah.
power stuff's gonna be cheesy, but it wasn't. And I was like, oh shit, Kibbs, the production's really good.
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
We gotta check. You gotta check it out.
Well,
I
he
watched it
told me,
before you.
he was like forcing me. He was like, "Get on it, man.
Yeah.
You're gonna love it. Like, check it out."
Yeah.
And my main worry is because of how CG has really got bad over the years.
Yeah.
Because it's the most expensive, but looks the worst sometimes in some films and TV shows. So, but I can see where Ratman has kind of got his inspiration from when he's looking at it. It was like, because of me loving comic books, the panels he picked,
Yeah.
the scenes that he picked, what he's going to use the powers on.
Yes.
I was like, that's why it's worked seamlessly. Like he's
Yeah.
picked the right scenario
Yes.
to do this.
Yeah.
Yes.
So really, really good.
I like that. I like that you mentioned X-Men earlier as well, because
Yeah.
like this is
This
pretty
is it,
much
bro.
like they have the gene in them, and it needs to be to
Yeah,
come out in
exactly.
like a certain environment or certain moment. Like
Yeah,
It's
they use the
perfect.
word mutation. They didn't
Yeah.
say mutants.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
but I like that, and I was saying to Kibbs, I think if they ever when they do the X-Men, I really think they should do it as a show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like episode by episode, you can introduce them together, but then give them that one episode each or
Yeah.
whatever. Or you know what, like they could take their time and do it
Let it
like
grow.
give each person a season.
there's
But
too many characters doing like one movie.
but that
isn't it?
so
Yeah.
but I definitely think a show, a movie. If they done Supercell in a movie, I don't think it would ever would have
It wouldn't have worked. Wouldn't have
No,
worked at all.
no. Not
I hear
that
you.
connection that you get with each of the characters, because I feel like that part of them, you know, when they can't use their powers
Yeah.
properly,
Yeah.
it's an emotional response.
Yeah.
The only
Yeah.
time Michael got to use his powers is when he got really emotional
Yeah.
or something was happening.
Yeah.
And it's with each of those characters, it was a sense of emotion that picked up from it. So I think
Yeah.
Rodney, when he was running,
Yeah.
Yes.
it was
The-
picking up an
By
emotion.
the way, there's
Yeah.
there's a wonderful visual. Like, look, because my little, I was with my nephew, and he said, "Oh, is that Flash?" Because it looked because there was one fantastic bird's eye shot
bro.
where you see Rodney go.
Yes.
I was thinking, this looks so good, bro.
Amazing,
So
You
good.
know what I mean? Like,
So
that's
good.
again, and
Bro.
it's all kind of homage, isn't it? He's all
Yeah,
paying
yeah,
tribute and
of
stuff like that. That's why I thought, bro, that
Those-
man did so well, man.
Those guys had the best business. If you don't get it in 5 minutes, it's for free. I was like, this
That
is
was brilliant.
so smart. That's crazy. Yeah, that was really well done, man. Yeah, no, the show, it's a good show, man. Like the way I judge things is like, it's like Sugar when we did the review for that. It's like, do we want to see a season 2?
Yes.
And I do want to see a season 2 in it. So
Agreed.
I think Ratman did a great job. I hope Netflix gives it to him.
So
It's still
this
number
is-
1 in the UK in Netflix.
Yes.
So
That's my concern. Like,
Yeah.
is it just big in the UK, like with the Americans appreciate? I know they like
Yeah.
Top Boy, and
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not gonna say that it was completely like that, but I know they appreciate that. But
Yeah.
forget about America as well. Like, what about the rest of the globe?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
can they appreciate that tone of UK show?
Yeah.
So that's my concern is like, it's big here. Would it be big enough to give it a season 2?
I've always thought like superhero stuff is global. Like it can reach anybody. The appeal of it. So I think it can, but I don't know if the UK part of it will kind of put people off or not like
Yeah,
that.
like
So
the-
I don't know. We'll see.
So my
Accent,
so my issues is with that because like obviously it got to number 1 in the UK in 10 hours, bro.
Yeah.
First
that's
10 hours.
Crazy.
Which was mad. But then there's like reports saying that like Netflix still hasn't decided whether or not they're gonna green light for a season 2.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what? You know what I mean? Like this is like
quickest
really,
fasting,
really
yeah.
good. And I'm kind of worried they're gonna do what they did to kind of 1899, the Netflix show.
Yes.
Like that was obviously a show that was after from the same creators that made a German show called Dark, which was
yeah.
loved by everyone across the globe.
Yeah.
They had one season in 1899, and then they just cancelled it, kind of thing. And like everyone, and it kind of similar to kind of Supercell, it like set up so many things where you're thinking, okay, season 2 is gonna be mad.
Yeah.
And I'm slightly afraid that Netflix is gonna
I
do
can't see
that.
people getting to this late though. Like a lot of people did watch it now, obviously we know in the UK, but I can see other people getting to this late, and then when season 2 comes out, hopefully it's like this huge thing. It's like, yo, season 2 is coming. Like, do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I'm hoping that's what happens. We'll see. I want Ratman to kind of succeed in this.
Definitely.
Has
So,
he mentioned
yeah.
anything? Like, has he got a script? I mean, obviously set it up, which means it has been like
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
got to assume that he's
Yeah.
written it.
Yeah.
But I wonder if he's already got a script, if he's pitched it.
Yeah.
And I wonder what
he
the
did like
business
my
side-
tweet. I did say about, bro, we need a season 2 quick. He clicked like
Okay,
on that. So
Oh, did he?
Yeah, so I
oh,
was like,
nice.
there you go.
man,
There you go.
confirmation.
There you go. There you go.
Nah, he's tapped in, man. I like that, man. Obviously, his use of music as well.
Oh,
Oh
brilliant.
yeah.
That's always
brilliant.
been really
Yeah.
well
Yeah,
done.
yeah.
Yeah, man, really well done. I was surprised. That's all I could really say. Kem wanted us to talk about something specific. He wanted to talk. So Taser has his group of friends, and Taser has like a right hand man, a tall guy, and he wanted us to talk about his accent. So I'm gonna let you take it over because I don't know, bro. Like-
I'm gonna stay out of this.
For me, I don't know. It felt a bit silly
Yeah.
at times, but I guess like that's kind of what the actor kind of chose to kind of do. For me, like it didn't like take me out of it, but the first time I did
Yeah.
hear it, I did laugh a bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's about it, really. You know what I
I
mean?
found his friend funny, the other one, Tuzi.
Oh,
Yeah,
Jesus,
yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah,
funny.
He was jokes. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like his lines, he delivered them
Oh,
really well.
really,
Yeah.
really well, really
But-
well.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Do you think they force force it too much. I mean, like, we all know certain people in certain, roadmans or whatnot.
But that's
So
no.
is
I
it
get
on-
what you're
like-
saying. But that's the reality of South London, unfortunately, man. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And you'll be doing yourself a disservice to not capture that. You know
No,
what I'm
but
saying?
I mean,
Of course,
but I
exactly.
mean, do they push the slang, the attitude or whatnot more on the screen, or is it like, for example, Boys in the Hood, right? Back in the days, what like. I would think that's natural. I don't know the hood there, so I would watch that and be like, "Oh, that's exactly
how they are,
it is.
yeah,
And that's
yeah,
exactly how they talk and they express themselves." But how do I not know? Like, there's a level of it. Like, there's certain emotions bring out that attitude, and then when you're having a regular conversation, it's not like
Only
this,
we
but-
would clock onto it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People
That's
from
right,
here
yeah.
would only people that clock onto
Exactly,
it. Yeah. Other
yeah.
people would just look at it and be like, "Wow, they got people like this here."
Yeah.
Like they still think that
We talk
like
the
they think
Queen.
there's no yeah we talk like Tuesday and
Yeah,
bottle of water and all of that stuff. They think all of us talk like that and there's no guns in the UK
Yeah.
and things like that. Like all of that stuff is real. Obviously, there are some things in this show that are a bit fantastical. Obviously, I mean it is a superhero show. Like there's one thing like when they were pressing Michael about delivering parcels in the estate,
Yeah.
and he just stabbed him. I was like, okay. Let's slow down here. That was a bit too far. Like
Yes.
no one's really gonna do that for no reason. Like,
Yes.
do you know what I mean? That was a bit too much. And then the second time, it was just like, oh, let's just leave him. Which I want to understand. Like, I think to myself, like, oh, this rewind time thing happens. The same thing is gonna happen, but he has to figure out a way how to get out of it.
Yeah.
Instead, it was Taser who changed his decision
Yeah.
in stabbing him again, which. That just had me thinking. I was just like, what's the creative choice in that? Do you know what I mean? So I don't know.
Probably
But
the way he panicked.
maybe.
Because I watched that scene twice because I was
Right.
trying to work out. I'm a time travel guy. I love time travel.
Yeah.
So I was like, where was the point for him to make the decision? And I think it was how scared Michael was.
Yeah.
That made him change his mind. Because
Yeah.
the first time, Michael got rattled.
Yeah.
So that's why he was
Yeah.
going for it and he stabbed him.
Yeah.
Second time round, he was like, oh shit, I can see the fear in his face.
Yeah.
And that changed it.
Yeah.
So,
it also shows Taser's kind of he has a heart.
yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
That, and
definitely.
like you guys said before, that's I think what Ratman's trying to set up for season 2.
Yes.
His kind of like redemption arc, quote unquote, kind of thing. So again, like Ratman's really kind of put a couple of like lanterns up, saying, okay, like you guys, I hope you paid attention to this. This is gonna, come up again in
Yes.
season 2. So again, we need a season 2, man. It's
Oh,
one of
yeah,
those things we
definitely.
definitely need a
Without
season
that,
2,
we
man.
need it.
I think we've spoken about pretty much everyone except for Sabrina. What do we think of Sabrina?
She's good, man.
Yeah.
She's good. She's the scared one out of all of them, isn't
Yeah.
she? She doesn't want the power she's got, so
Yeah.
she's really thrown back by it.
Yeah.
I think she was the most scared out of
Yeah,
all of
everything
them.
she's done is through self-defense. Innit?
Yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
exactly.
So-
If she's gonna be if anyone's gonna be a hero first, it's gonna be her. She's
gonna
a
be her.
nurse. Like she
Yeah.
helps people
Yeah,
anyway.
yeah.
She's just
Yes.
an inherently good person.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah, the nurse thing is a big thing, isn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah, it's true. I mean, yeah, and her sister, man. Felt bad for her, man.
Yeah.
She just it's so deep, man.
So
Everything
deep.
like with domestic the abuse.
Yeah.
And then her just getting taken as well. She doesn't even have any
And-
powers as well. Like it's just, yeah, it was kind of deep, man.
And
It was
I have to say, I think one last thing from me. Obviously, like the first thing that comes in the show, like sickle cell anemia and stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's, all this kind of stuff, and thinking, okay, how is this going to come up? How is this going to be important in the show? When you find out how important it is in the show, like, wow, that's crazy. And then I deep to brush my teeth, like after watching like 3 or 4 episodes. Supercell, sickle. I'm like, yo, Ratman, let's go, man. You know what I mean? I love
usually
that.
quicker
Such a good play, because when I saw it and I clocked, I was like, oh, that's smart.
Yeah, it's good.
So
I think
good
the
the way he
awareness
did
is
it.
good because,
Yeah.
like I said, I'm someone who's not familiar.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be very honest. The only time Tupac mentioned it about one of Mobb Deep, right? He was
Yeah.
the one that I said,
Yeah.
That's all I knew. Like, no, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
I've never been educated with
And
it.
hit 'em up.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
has given me a bit of knowledge, and maybe it can be of awareness and whatnot. for
No,
people.
100%,
Yeah.
100%.
And they also mentioned, like, I can't remember which conversation it was, but someone did mention it's not just out of the black community. There are other communities.
Yes.
The
that
dad
get it.
talking to his son. He's like,
Yeah.
how did
Yes,
dad die?
that's
And then
right.
he tells him,
Yeah, exactly. So
yeah.
there's other communities with it too. So it's something
Yeah.
like an awareness thing around that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, because for me, a show's good is like it was late when the show first came out. I'm just gonna watch one episode. I'll watch the other 5. You know what I mean? Tomorrow and stuff like that. Man, just did 3 episodes straight away, bro. You know what I mean? Brush my teeth. I was like, Supercell, yo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I like
bro,
that with 6 episodes. Quick,
Yeah.
get through it.
50
Nice.
minutes.
Nice.
50 minutes.
Yeah, good.
Reasonable amount.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Yeah,
A lot.
very well done.
Ratman, get on it, man.
Come on,
Please.
Ratman,
Yeah.
brother.
Please,
Netflix, give him
Netflix,
fucking
give him the money,
season.
man.
He needs a budget.
Yeah.
Netflix, please.
Yeah.
Netflix, make it happen.
All right, last question, guys. Out of the main group of people, so we got Taser, Andre, Sabrina, Michael, and Rodney.
Yes.
Whose power do you guys want?
Michael.
You want Michael's power? So you want you're greedy. So you want teleporting, time travel, and he can stop time.
I think that
in place.
we spoke about this when we were on COD. Like teleporting is like so cool, man.
No, because we were talking about what power we want. I said either super speed or teleporting.
Yeah.
I said one of those two for me, innit? But I don't know, man. All of that, like,
but then flying would be cool as well, man.
But the super strength, the way he did the super strength, like when he punched that cash machine and all that money fell out, I was like, yeah.
Because we've all wanted to do that before, you know what I mean? You've seen that balance, you know what I mean?
But he wasted it all, man. He wasted all of that money quickly,
Damn,
man.
Baelish, man.
Telekinesis is good.
Yes.
I mean,
it is good, actually, yeah.
That, she could fly as well, right?
But she hasn't yet, right?
Yeah, she hasn't figured it out yet.
Yeah,
So
she
there's
hasn't.
that too. I feel like I'll go with that. I did want to say super strength because I've always wanted to be a strong guy in general, but I think telekinesis, man, just be strong with the mind.
There you go, bro. There you go.
I'll go with the speed.
Look at you, bro. You know,
I'm too slow, man. I need the speed, bro. I need the speed, bro. What you saying, bro?
You know what? Telekinesis would have been a great one.
Yeah.
But speed.
Yeah.
I would
It
like
looks
speed,
fun as well.
Yeah, it just looks fun.
But he's got to eat a lot, though.
Yeah, that's a metabolism.
That's
Speed would be really good, but Michael's power is really good, bro.
It's so good, bro.
It's because of the time travel element of it is a part that I feel like I can connect to, and you know, you always think about mistakes, regrets, what you can do, but the consequence that comes with it. Yes, as you saw in the end of the season, regardless of how much. That's like a canon event.
Okay, so I'm so glad you brought that up because I was going to end this episode. So that thing there, right? In time travel, they always have this thing. So that's a fixed moment in time. He can't stop that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Regardless.
Okay. So that's what I was thinking. I was like, because when it happened the second time, I was just like, I don't think he can stop this. Like, this is it. Like, this is part of his story, and that's what it is.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Because people would just think, just go back again.
Yeah.
Like why? Like at the end of it, he said he's going in the future.
Yeah.
People think, why don't you just go back in time again? But I think, as you mentioned, it has to happen
canon,
for this season to go on, for these guys to get together. Otherwise, show's over, right? Just stop it at the beginning.
Oh my days. Yeah. No, that's really.
So that's the thing about time travel. Like, you love to have it, but some things are good in life.
It's
Some things are gonna
butterfly
have to
effect,
happen.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Otherwise, us four wouldn't be in this room together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. So true.
So it's
true.
good, but can't always change things. God's will, bro.
I know.
Yeah.
It's my old age, bro.
you know what? You two actually do have superpowers, man. You know what I mean? You guys can stop time, bro. Because, bro, these guys told us their age, and it shocked us. You know what I mean? Because these man, they look younger. You know, bro. Anyway, you know.
Incredible.
Good man.
Any final thoughts, guys?
Again, like Ratman's done so well, man. For me, this is great to see people that look like us doing so well. You know what I'm saying? And again, doing it on the biggest stage on Netflix, incredible stuff. Man.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
there's more.
Gets right.
Here we go.
His power was I mean, he's gone now, but his power was taking others' powers, mimicking them, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Man, that scene when he was stabbing everyone,
Oh,
that was graphic.
that's horrible.
Goodness me.
Horrible. I was like, that's why?
That was
Yo, chill, bro.
But I think that's what Ratman did great, was that you really want to hate this guy.
yeah.
Yes.
He is the bad guy.
Yeah.
So like, we're gonna be like, no, I don't like this guy, man.
Yeah.
I don't like him at all.
I'm
That's
watching
what's so gruesome, bro.
When he was stabbing Taser, I was like, relax, bro. He's done, man. That's crazy. Oh, good. He said, say hi to your mom. I was like, this.
Yo.
That's what I'm saying,
Wow.
right?
They made him truly a villain at that point.
Yeah.
Because I kind of liked, he was cool. I kind of liked his vibe. He
Yeah.
wasn't too aggressive in the beginning. He was a
Yeah.
calm,
Yeah.
demean guy. And
Yeah.
by then, you're like, he has to go.
Yeah.
He has to go. He's
Yeah,
so
yeah,
evil. I want
yeah.
him to go now.
Oh my god! And then there was a nice little shot of when he went to the car and he looked through the window when Michael's missus was there. I was like, that's kind of scary.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's kind of scary. I'm not gonna lie,
Definitely.
but
Definitely.
yeah, man, really well done show. Sorry, final thoughts, guys.
No, great. Ratman season 2.
Yeah.
I want a season 2.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah.
You already put him on notice, I think, so
I've
he's
done
gonna do
it.
it.
Yeah,
Like again.
same thing. Season 2, please. I hope we get it.
Yeah, I think we all have the same. You know what I mean? Like season 2, Netflix. Give him a season 2, man.
Yeah.
Like we need that, man. Especially for the UK.
Yes,
You know what I'm
definitely.
saying? Do it for the
Definitely.
UK. Yeah.
I think it's so important to see us being represented so well on
Yeah.
the screen.
Yeah.
And it's like, the more I see, the more, I mean, grew up in a multicultural area, so I love seeing that on the screen. And when you see that, it's just the passion comes out of you to do stuff like this.
Yeah.
So it's like I want to see more of it.
Yeah.
Like I grew up on some of these shows, and now it's suddenly like we're getting people that look like us on the big screen.
Yeah.
Netflix shows, superhero shows. I'm like, this is exactly what I've been waiting for.
Yeah.
So no, definitely, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely awesome.
Yeah, something different. I love it.
Yeah.
Let's go. All right, guys. That was our review for Supacell. It's on Netflix right now. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. Let us know in the comments what you guys thought. I would love to know what people thought of this. I've only seen kind of like mainly good things online from people watching this. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when the videos are coming out. And remember, the Brothers Geek Out podcast, their socials are down in the description below. Thank you, boys. Appreciate it so much.
Thank you.
I will see you guys for more reviews soon. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.